Hi guys, I hope you enjoyed this video today. Just a little quick note here. If you are interested in doing one-on-one coaching, I'm accepting people back on my waiting list. It was very hectic for a little while, but luckily people are recovering, are moving along the waiting list, and so there's a bit more space available right now. If you join the waiting list for coaching right now, it will probably take about 2 to 3 months. So if you have been thinking of wanting to do coaching, but you didn't want to be on the waiting list for too long, I just want to let you know you can message me through the link in my website and I will happily put you on the waiting list and hopefully be able to meet you soon. So yeah, enjoy the video. Merry Christmas, guys! I just realized there's a Christmas tree on my closet and I am too lazy to take it down. So we're gonna enjoy the Christmas vibe today. I think it was there last week as well. I never filmed here, but I saw it on my last video and I was like, all right, it's Christmas vibes. So anyways, I hope you guys are having a good week. I wanted to share an insight today, an affirmation that I found, or not found, but I kind of came to in one of my coaching sessions with someone that was so kind of profound to me and felt so right with dealing with anxiety, existential questions, DPDR, all of it, that I wanted to make a quick video today just to share the affirmation with you and hope that you can use it on moments where you're really struggling to let go or where you are depending on anxiety to kind of get through a challenge. So what the conversation was about with this person that I was working with is how they felt like they couldn't let go of anxiety because they felt dependent on it to fix problems. And I was like, fair enough. I think most of us have that where we feel like we cannot solve problems without anxiety. Like we feel like we depend on anxious energy to get somewhere in life. That could be you're depending on stress or anxiety to get yourself ready to finish your exams, or you're dependent on anxiety and stress to handle a very challenging new situation in life. Maybe you got a new promotion, maybe tomorrow's your first day at work, maybe this, maybe that. It's almost like we have this intuitive feeling that in order to trust that we can get somewhere in life or that we can get something done, we have to have this anxious energy around it. And that's not just with tangible things like having anxiety around work or stress or performance or our sense of self, but more also about the existential side of life. We feel like in order to feel safe in life, we have to have this anxious energy and control around it. And if we really question that, we can't really find an answer to it other than we don't trust ourselves to handle things from a place of calm. So I was talking to this person, and we were just kind of challenging this belief system of, is it true that in order to solve problems or to deal with uncertainty in life, you need to have anxiety? You need to have this anxious energy or this stressful energy within you to keep things moving, to keep protecting yourself. And the answer was clearly no. When we challenged that belief, we both kind of realized, of course not. Of course, you don't have to have that anxious energy to get anywhere and to solve problems and to deal with things. But that's often how it feels. Like imagine that. Nona, Nona, kom eens hier. I'm sorry, my dog's licking something. Kom eens hier. Come here. Mint, come eens achter. Maybe she'll say hi. Anyways, we have this, what was I saying? We have this intuitive feeling that in order to get somewhere, if we're not anxious about it, it means we're not going to be motivated or we're not going to care enough to do anything, right? And so what we came up with, the affirmation that we came up with together that felt so right to me as well, thinking about it, I'm way past my existential anxiety. I'm way past my existential dread. But trust me when I say I feel dependent on anxiousness or stress to feel like I can get somewhere in life sometimes. The affirmation was or is, I handle uncertainty from a place of peace and creativity. Or I handle uncertainty peacefully and creatively. Just let that sink in for a second. I handle uncertainty peacefully and creatively. What that affirmation is saying is you are handling uncertainty. You're not running away from it. You're not ignoring it. You're not pretending it's not there. You are handling it, but you are handling it peacefully and creatively. So that's kind of the opposite of saying I'm handling uncertainty anxiously and stressfully. And the reason I like this affirmation so much, I'm sorry, just 1 second. What are you doing? Arthur is like, oh, this girl, she's crazy. She's been liking this. So the reason I like this affirmation so much is because if you really connect to it, you can connect to an energy of flow. You can connect to an energy of effortlessness, of freedom. And that doesn't mean that problems aren't going to be there, or that challenges aren't going to be there, or that uncertainty in life is not going to be there. But you are realizing that you are in control of how you deal with that uncertainty. You don't have to deal with uncertainty anxiously and worryly. You can deal with uncertainty peacefully and creatively and curiously. And so whenever you are feeling anxious about something that is uncertain or something that is out of your control, and your first reaction is to panic or to stress, I want to challenge you to take a deep breath and just affirm, I handle uncertainty peacefully and creatively, and try to explore how do I now handle the situation differently? How do I think about it differently? What do I do differently? And really just challenge yourself to see how it feels to kind of affirm that in that moment. I love working with affirmations, not because they suddenly change everything, but an affirmation is kind of like having a flashlight point you in the right direction. It's like you've been looking here and you've been really zoning on this place over here. But what if you kind of just change that flashlight and look over there where there's a positive outlook on things? It's a way of redirecting your focus that within the same situation or within the same environment or problem, you can have a different perspective on something through a very positive, constructive sentence that can make you focus on it in a different way. So that's what I would recommend you to try this week, is to use this affirmation and explore it and see how you can use it to redirect your focus. For those who are interested, there's a whole segment in my recovery course on affirmations, belief change, and how to set that into your subconscious by reprogramming it so that you can not just use an affirmation to refocus, but to actually feel it on a deeper level so that it kind of happens organically or spontaneously, that you kind of start living from this place of that affirmation rather than having to even affirm it for yourself. You can always explore it in the link below. I'll put a little link in the description. So for now, I'll just leave you with that. I hope you guys enjoy exploring this little tip or little affirmation technique and seeing how it feels. Feel free to leave a comment below and tell me if you resonate with it or not. And as always, thank you guys for watching today. I really appreciate you. I'm sending you a lot of love and light. If you are in need of help or coaching or guidance, just have a look in the description. I'll put some links and some extra resources for you there to explore. Thank you guys. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.